Most people don't fail because they're lazy or unlucky. They fail because they keep repeating the same habits, expecting a different life. And what's crazy is that almost every major transformation you've ever admired didn't come from motivation, talent, or luck. It came from a few boring habits done consistently. The kind of habits that feel small in the moment but completely rewrite who you become. Today I'm sharing 8 life-changing habits that if you actually stick to them can make you almost unrecognizable in a year. And that 95% success rate isn't hype. It's what happens when habits stop being optional and start becoming your identity. The first habit is controlling your morning before the world controls you. Most people wake up already behind notifications, emails, news, stress. Before their feet even hit the floor, their brain is hijacked. High performers do the opposite. They win the first hour of the day, not with complicated routines but with intention. No phone, no scrolling, just clarity. Even 20 to 30 minutes of silence, movement, or planning creates a mental edge that compounds all day. If you start your morning reacting, your entire life becomes reactive. If you start it intentionally, you quietly pull ahead while everyone else is distracted. The second habit is learning to delay gratification in a world addicted to comfort. This is where most people lose. They choose what feels good now instead of what pays off later. One more episode, one more purchase, one more excuse. But people who transform their lives train themselves to pause, to sit with discomfort, to do the hard thing when it would be easier not to. Every time you delay gratification, you're not just building discipline, you're rewiring your brain to prioritize your future self. That single skill alone separates those who stay stuck from those who level up. The third habit is tracking your time like your life depends on it, because it does. People say they don't have time, but the truth is they don't know where their time goes. The moment you start tracking how you actually spend your hours, your behavior changes automatically. You realize how much life disappears into scrolling, procrastination, and low-value tasks. Successful people don't necessarily work more, they waste less. When you respect your time, you respect your future. Habit number 4 is building a bias toward action. Most people overthink everything. They wait for confidence, motivation, or the perfect moment. But confidence doesn't come before action. It comes from action. People who change their lives train themselves to move quickly on small decisions and learn as they go. They launch before they feel ready. They start before they feel confident. They adjust instead of freezing. Momentum beats perfection every time. The fifth habit is consuming less information and applying more of what you already know. This one hurts, because people love learning but they rarely love doing. Podcasts, books, videos, courses, all great, but information without execution is just entertainment. High-growth people are ruthless about this. They learn one idea and apply it immediately. They don't wait to become experts. They practice in public. And because of that, they compound faster than people who are always preparing. The sixth habit is designing your environment instead of relying on willpower. Willpower is unreliable. Environment is powerful. If junk food is in your house, you'll eat it. If your phone is always nearby, you'll scroll. People who transform their lives don't fight temptation, they remove it. They make good habits easy and bad habits hard. They automate discipline. When your environment supports your goals, progress becomes almost inevitable. The seventh habit is cutting emotional ties to people who keep you stuck. This is uncomfortable, but necessary. You don't need to cut everyone off, but you do need boundaries. If you surround yourself with people who normalize mediocrity, comfort, and excuses, you'll adopt the same mindset without realizing it. Growth often feels lonely at first, because your standards change before your circle does. But every major upgrade in life requires social friction. You can love people and still outgrow their influence. The eighth and final habit is thinking in years instead of days. This is the habit that makes the rest work. Most people quit too early because they expect instant results. They don't realize that progress is invisible before it's obvious. People who succeed play long-term games. They know that consistency beats intensity. They show up even when results aren't visible. They trust the process when motivation fades. And one day, almost suddenly, everything clicks. That's when people say, "You're so lucky," without seeing the years of quiet discipline behind it. Here's the truth. Most people want to tell you, if you master just 2 or 3 of these habits, your life will already start to look different. But if you commit to all 8 imperfectly, consistently, you won't recognize yourself a year from now. Not because you became someone else, but because you finally became who you were capable of being all along. Transformation isn't dramatic. It's subtle, it's boring, it's daily. And that's exactly why it works. Most people won't do it, and that's why it has such a high success rate. The question isn't whether these habits work. The question is whether you'll still be doing them when no one is watching.